the next speaker of the session, Mr. Chandrasekhar Maurya. He is from Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIT Patna, India. He is going to talk on magnetic field, heat transfer, and rheological analysis of a magnetoreometer using finite element method.
Good evening, all of you. Myself, Chandrasekhar Maurya from Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIT Patna. Here I am going to present a talk on magnetic field, heat transfer, and rheological analysis of a magnetoreometer using a finite element method. And before go on the magnetoreometer, here I am going to give some introduction of magnetic fluid, which is called magnetorological fluid. And this fluid is first used in proposed by Rabino in 1948. And this fluid, magnetological fluid, are the suspension of magnetic particles with the size of micron size, and dispersed in non-magnetic carrier fluid like mineral oil, water, silicon oil, synthetic oil, and etc. And the MR fluid have property that it show a speedy, reversible, and transition property. Like when you applied the magnetic field, this fluid goes liquid state to the solid state under the applied magnetic field. As we can see in figure 1 here, that without magnetic field, when there is no magnetic field, applied magnetic field is 0. The magnetic particles are distributed randomly within the suspension. While in the presence of a magnetic field in a particular direction, the magnetic particle form a chain, and because of this chain structure, the viscosity of this suspension increases. And this property of this MR fluid have many applications in devices and biomedical applications like MR clutch, MR brake, and also MR suspension. So there are many applications. So I am going to design a magnetometer which measure the rheological properties of that MR fluid. So I am going to some literature review on that design of a magnetometer, which is earlier worked on by some authors. And Lager in 2005 designed a parallel plateometer, and and find that the magnetic field value is 1 Tesla at 3 ampere. And this magnetic field value is very important because we have to measure the rheological properties of MR fluid in presence of magnetic field. So there is two things important, that what is the magnetic field value between the plates, and what is the distribution of that magnetic field along the radius of the that plate. So here we can see that they found the minimum magnetic flux density at the outer region, and here some higher value, and then there is some small value at the center of the plate. So many of authors researchers try to find a constant uniform magnetic field throughout the working radius, and also a higher value of magnetic field at a particular current. So again, some researchers here we can see that they design a parallel plateometer and found about constant magnetic field throughout the 3 mm to 10 mm radius, and while there is a minimum value at the inner radius of the plate. So these are the many researchers we have tried on the design of plate magnetometer. So I have this is my design. So here I am going to present the magnetic field simulation first. This is the schematic diagram of my rheometer. Here is the rotator plate, and this is the stator plate, and this is the MR sample zone. Here is the gap between this rotor plate and stator plate, and this is the yoke, and this is the position of the coil for which by which we can apply a current, and this coil will generate a magnetic field over this MR sample zone. This is the schematic diagram of this my designed rheometer, and this is the distribution of magnetic field over the MR over the magnetometer, and this is the rotating plate, and this is the sample zone. Here is the magnified view here, and this is the stator plate, and this is the position of coil. So here we can see that the magnetic field passes perpendicularly between the working gap, upper plate and lower plate, and this magnetic field must be passed perpendicularly. Then only the magnetic field, particles will form a chain along that direction. So the design of a magnetometer depends on the material of the rotor plate, stator plate, yoke, and also their position and their configurations. And here we can see the materials for the plates, rotor plate and stator plate. I have used low carbon steel coil made of aluminum, and for electric coil we have used copper wire, and this yoke also used for low carbon steel. So this is the magnetic field distribution. Now here we got some result, and where the magnetic field is directly proportional to the mu I upon 2 pi r, where mu is the permeability of free space and I is the applied current, and r is the radius of the copper wire. And I find that when the applied current is increasing from 0 to up to 3 ampere, and then magnetic field is linearly increasing with applied this current. Here we can see. Now also I have studies a different gap thickness between two plate, rotor plate and stator plate, and I found that as the I was increasing the gap from 0 to 1.5 to 3 mm, the magnetic field value is decreased, and it is because of the distributions of the because as a small gap thickness, the concentration of the magnetic field is much as compared to the 3 mm thickness. So we got the magnetic field value as 0.5 mm gap thickness. So this is the position analysis, structure analysis of that magnetic field density. And after that, I have plot a magnetic field distribution along the radius. Here we can see that this is the radius varies from 0 to 10 mm, and this is the y-axis is the magnetic field. And here you can see that at different applied input current, I have got a constant uniform magnetic field throughout the radius. Now, I have also compared my research with the other published work, and where we can see that I have a higher magnetic flux density of a particular applied current 3 ampere compared to the other research work, and I also got a uniform magnetic field density throughout the radius of the working plate. So this is the magnetic field simulation, and after that I have found some laminar flow simulation. And for that, I have used this equation where tau is the relation with magnetic field density B. And this equation from the Anton per rheometer MCR 102. And from that, I have got this equation where tau is related to the magnetic field density. And here we can see that the graph between the shear stress and shear rate, as in the presence of magnetic field, suppose here I applied the 3 ampere, and I have seen that as we increasing with shear rate, the shear stress is increasing, and because of that the viscosity of that MR fluid increasing with the shear rate. And here I will also study the velocity of the magnetic particle over the plate during the shear mode operation. And I got that when the upper plate is rotating, the magnetic particle have a higher value at the outer region of the plate, which is practically also true. So this is the laminar flow simulation. And after that, I have study the heat distribution over the magnetometer, because this is also heat temperature is also important parameter which affect the rheological property of any fluid, or also it's very important for the MR fluid. And basically the heat generated over the magnetometer is because of the two reasons. One is because of the coil heating, and second one because of the relative motion between the upper plate and lower plate. So first is the coil heating, and this coil heating, for calculating the coil heating, I am used this equation 2, where this term indicating the transient conduction heat transfer, and this term is conduction heat, and this is the total heat generated between the plate. So I have found that because of the position of the coil, I have got the maximum temperature 337 Kelvin at 3 ampere after 40 minutes of working is much away from this working zone. And in working zone, I have got the 299 Kelvin Kelvin, while I have taken the initial temperature is 293 Kelvin. So this is the heat generated because of the coil. Suppose if I use this coil below this lower plate or below this working zone here, and then it may be possible that the temperature generated between this working zone will be higher, because this maximum temperature position will be like here. So here decreases the temperature generated between this working zone because of the position of the coil. So position of the coil also affects the magnetic field distribution, temperature distribution, all things. Now second one, heat generated due to the slippage heating. And slippage sorry. And this temperature generated to the relative motion between the surface of the rotor and the stator. And for the calculation of this slippage heating, I have applied the first law of thermodynamics, which is the law of conservation of energy we know, and I have assumed that the shear stress generated between the due to the viscosity of the MR fluid between two plates completely converted into the heat flux. So this is the condition when the maximum heat generated between the plates we can get. So we have found you have used this equation for the calculation of the slippage heating, transient heat conduction, bulk convection between the fluids, and conduction heat transfer. This is the heat power generated. So this is the equation I have used for the calculation of slippage heating, and I have we can see that here is the MR sample zone. This is the stator rotor plate, and this is the stator plate, and the maximum generated between this plate is 308 Kelvin. So this is the heat generated due to the slippage heating. We have also found that in the presence of magnetic field, temperature generated is higher than the temperature generated without magnetic field, and it is because of that in presence of magnetic field, the magnetic particle form a chain structure, and that chain structure has some strength. So the more shear stress generated between that plate, and if there is more shear stress between the plate, and then we got the more temperature compared to the without magnetic field study. So this is the heat generated due to the slippage heating. Now the summary. Summary, we can see that I have enhanced the magnetic field density profile. Means I have got the uniform magnetic field distribution over along the radius of the plate. I also find out the maximum temperature, maximum magnetic field density at a particular temperature, suppose 3 ampere, and you have seen that the maximum velocity of the magnetic particle at the outer radius of between the plates. And for the minimize the effect of a resistive coil heating in the MR fluid region by the coil design and location, means this coil location and design affect the temperature generated between the plates. So we we have found. And fourth one, the heat generated due to the electromagnetic coil and slippage heating in the MR zone was 299 Kelvin and 308 Kelvin, and this temperature are generated calculated separately. Means in present this temperature is only because of the coil heating, and this is only because of the slippage heating. And and we have also done a combined effect of these two, means the coil heating and slippage heating, and we found that because of this combined effect of the slippage heating and coil heating, the maximum temperature generated between the plates is 308 Kelvin after 40 minutes of working. So this is my summary, and thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Chandrasekhar Maurya. And now it's a time for questions. If anybody has questions. Any questions from the participants? Okay, it's very interesting because you have made your own design, magnetometer design, and compared your results with others also. The performance was excellent. We are very impressed. And a very small query, Dr. Maurya. Have you made it just in the form of circuit, or is it in a form of a full device? How did you test it?
Here I have just done the simulation work using the Console Multiphysics software, and I have starting the fabrication of that magnetometer, and we are in initial stage now. So finally, I have no experimental data for that this time. So in next time, when maybe I have some experimental data also.
But if
so
it is
only the
still
simulations.
still very impressive because you made your own design and compared the results with others. It's very interesting. Thank you very much, Ms. Maurya, for your interesting presentation. All the best
Thank you so
for
much.
your future studies.